Memory is the diary that we carry about with us. Here upon the 1-year anniversary of our show's release, we find our adventurers to be far more seasoned than they were in the restaurant-filled days of yore. But is it enough to survive the trials to come? These fucks have made many allies over the course of their career, strong ones, even. But that is not to say that their list of enemies has stagnated in its expanse. No. As all good tales go, their world has grown more perilous, and the coils have only just begun to tighten. Welcome to the SpellCast.
Last session was deadly, to say the least. Or actually, almost deadly. Pretty bad. Pierre's giving me the death look, audience, for everyone to know. Just to reiterate, Ront did not want to be a part of that fight.
Upon reflection, Ront never actually said it out loud. Ront was never given a chance to say it out loud.
No, because there were arrows and robots and fire and swords and shields.
Crossbow arms. Both of their arms were crossbows.
And the other 6 had double swords.
Well, no, the other 6 had swords. They could
swords and shields and many attacks.
Yes, they just attacked really fast because they're robots.
If they had just 2 swords for arms, they would literally have been kittens in a blender. And I don't think anyone would have wanted to be in that fight, because if they did, I would disown you.
The dishwasher.
I was not interested in fighting them.
Mm-mm. They did show some fire resistance, which is...
Well, now we know!
Scary.
That is such a great nerf to one very specific character.
And I didn't intend to nerf one specific character, just to let you know.
You did not intend.
That is no. God,
okay.
No. Never would have.
All right.
Never would.
I mean, like...
No.
You could have nerfed piercing damage. You could have given them piercing resistance.
Literally.
Or slashing resistance. Or nerd resistance.
Well, yeah. But no. That is never my intention to nerf any one singular character.
I mean, also nerf
because it's not. It's not fun to nerf characters. It's only fun to I want to challenge you guys, but I'm not gonna make your ability obsolete.
It is what it is.
Yes.
We're all
Did you
alive.
blow all your slots?
I'm out of level 3 spells. That's it.
Which means that...
But we're not gonna...
I don't think y'all are gonna be wanting to look for
if anything,
soon.
I would want to
We didn't look for this fight!
Well, you brought it to you.
I know it. Didn't we
The power of thunder!
Right.
Who didn't someone? Was it? Because didn't we have the option to get behind some buildings, just let them pass and observe quietly and?
You could. You
no,
could.
We might have been able to, except.
And Azazel had other ideas.
Yeah. Which we are waiting for Sam. Sam's running a little bit behind. That's fine. She'll be here when she beats here.
To be fair, it wasn't... Sam didn't really make that decision. The NPCs ran out and tagged.
Yeah.
And we were very protective of our floops.
Yeah. The flumps tend to dig into the psychic energy of those around them, right? So evil thoughts tend to make them sick. Good thoughts make them healthy. If you have thoughts from creatures that protect and mean well and tend to be more fervent in and passionate in their personality and such, they will be more rash about their decision making. And also, it was a surprise attack. I mean, they had to do something to let the rest of the flumps get away.
How many is the rest of the flumps?
Let's see. You lost about, maybe 12-ish?
We lost a dozen.
A dozen. You lost
one.
Ish or so, yeah. in that fight. The colony is around 40 to 50. Was around 40 to 50, so you're looking at like 38-ish.
3,000.
Yeah, about 3 dozen, which includes the philosophizer. And you are, as you can see, this little map I printed out for you, right here. This little X right here, I've been tracking your path.
Cool.
I even tracked where you went through the little Sally port there. The little X is where you fought. The triangle is where you currently are. And your group currently is like running, or at least trying to.
Yeah.
You have Roland and Lilith a little bit behind you, like I would say 20 feet behind you. Roland's got the dwarf on his back.
Dwarf?
Yes, Augur, that's his name. Augur, Gopher, Augur the Gopher.
Guyton Augur.
Guyton Augur, yes. So
Maybe
yeah.
We're still... Okay.
Through the Gopher on his back, the Tabaxi is with you, sort of running ahead with the rest of the flumps. And I believe the Kenku is like way ahead. Has basically said, fuck this. Mostly because the Kenku is older than the hills and probably not good in a fight at all. So that's where you guys are sort of making way. You're making way west. You can see in front of you, as you're running off in the distance in the dim light of the cavern walls, there are these very large carts. Larger even than what you would see in the city. And loaded on these carts are these chunks of stone and raw ore mixed together because they're not clean. They just literally picked it out of the wall and just set it on a cart to be sent off somewhere. The hookups seem larger than what would fit a horse or even like a team of horses. But they are off in the distance, and they are very large carts. And they are sitting next to what you can tell from the carts being there. You can probably tell it's close to the entrance of one of the entrance to the mines that is marked on your map, and that entrance is across from more shops and more parts of the city. You can hear for like a minute or so the chiseling away of the wall of stone that Guyton raised up out of the ground, and then you hear in the midst of the frantic footsteps along the stone floor, the stone streets, now a sort of a more rhythmic shunk, 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 shunk of marching getting further and further away. So if they are trying to find a way to get to you, they seem like they're moving away and or are not catching up, or they could just be marching away. You don't know. It doesn't seem like they stayed to collect anything or whatnot. So that's where you are.
So we arrive at these cars to basically catch our breath.
Yeah. You can. Oh, they are huge. The wheels are huge. The wheels are actually not spoked. They would look like solid chunks of wood.
Okay.
So you could definitely hide behind one on the other side, or even underneath the cart, crouching just a little bit. Mm-hmm. Like they are very tall. The clearances of these carts. There's ramps at the back to where you could, with help of like a rope system, lug up these huge boulders that are sitting inside of these carts. They do have walls fairly high. I would say all in all they stand about 15 feet tall, these carts.
Wow.
The walls of them, and then there's stones above them.
I glare at Roland and Lilith and say, it's about damn time you guys showed up.
We were only gone for... Let me see, how many rounds? How many rounds?
It was like
5
literally
seconds?
half a minute or something.
Literally,
like that.
we were only gone for 30 seconds. Tried to get the dwarf to safety. He jumped off. Hit the damn stretcher, ran this way, tried to catch up. Had to pick up the dwarf. And, excuse me a moment. Lilith, how's the dwarf? And you can see Lilith casting some sort of spell on Guyton. Pierre, you could probably recognize this as some sort of version of the Spare the Dying spell. Also you, Sav'ah Rah. And to a degree, I guess. I can't think, Conall, if your family has any... Your father and mother did magic?
Just my dad.
Okay, just your dad. But it was more arcane, less clerical, yes?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if Halexan would have seen any clerical magic before. Okay. So yeah, you would recognize the Spare the Dying. And Lilith pipes up and says, he's fine for now, but we'll see how he does in the morning. I can only stabilize him. can't fix broken ribs. If he does anything that drastic again, that might be more than what I can provide.
This is such a mess. We probably shouldn't split up next time.
No.
Where'd the barbarian go?
The barbarian's with you. Azazel's
Okay.
with you. She's just chilling and probably
Bleeding.
chilling, bleeding,
Yeah.
watching everyone's backs to see if the battalion comes this way. Roland and Lilith both tell you that they put the mules and the cart back behind the door. In fact, that's where they tell you that they went and hid them. And from this distance, you could tell if anything went to towards the gates to check it out. And in the immediate amount of time, nothing is no silhouettes of anything have been marching to the gates. What do you do?
We can't hear anything. We don't hear any marching.
You hear the marching getting further away.
So just to review, that dwarf is one of the people that we're supposed to try and find, right?
Yes.
So he knows where the other people are.
The dwarf, the tabaxi, the cat person,
Yeah.
as well as the little raven person, the kenku.
They're all part of the expedition, the original excavation expedition to this place.
Right.
Yes.
We haven't gotten any information from the dwarf yet, have we?
No, he
was out of it when we were talking
he's out of
about
it.
one.
Then
So-
he's out of it now.
Yeah.
Would these guys be, they're whatever they are they considered humanoid? The things we were fighting?
No, they are constructs.
Constructs, okay.
And I should make a sort of amendment. Remember when I told you there were 120 Wanti? I had to go back and double check which ones were humanoid and which ones were aberrations, abominations.
Because they're a different one too.
Yes, there are different Wanti. I will tell you that there were... I'm going to let you keep the 120 number because that's only fair. But of the ones that qualify as humanoid, around 80.
Oh, good. Only 80 of them have legs.
Well, that's not necessarily true.
Whoa, good. There's no silver lining here.
There's no silver lining.
We might as well rest because if we're gonna get info from the dwarf and he's out of it.
The longer we wait, the more likely it is that the other people we're looking for are dead.
Yeah, but a lot of us are super injured.
Yeah, I should take a health potion.
The flumps have been messing around with one of the carts that, from the top, at least from the bottom, you can't see any ore sticking out over the top, and it seems to be facing the mines as if it was being drawn to the mines. And the flumps are kind of watching out, and their little spiky tentacles are kind of messing with some locks and things, and as a group they're slowly lowering down this little ramp that folds back down to where you can, the same ramp that you can roll or up from, and you can see the philosophizer herding them into this cart. It seems like that cart in particular is empty, and they seem to be taking refuge in it.
And that's one of the 15-foot carts?
We could go into the cart.
Yeah, if they empty it though, we'll be able to move it.
Or would we want to move it?
Are they emptying the cart?
No,
or
no,
are
no.
they
The cart is
herding
all
into
Oh,
the
it's
cart.
Yeah, they're
The
herding
cart
in
is
for
already
protection.
into. The cart is already empty. They are heading into the cart. Conall, give me a perception check since you're looking in that sort of area where the cart is.
10 plus 4, 14.
Okay. In your field of vision right now, you can see the skyline, quote unquote, of the tops of the buildings that are in front of you. You see the cart, you see the flumps loading into the cart. You can see back behind them, a little further away, the dome of this temple that was drawn on the map, right? And then you see the huge object that seems to be in the center of this underground dwarven city that sits kind of underneath the tallest part, the highest part of the ceiling. You can see in one of the windows, in one of the faces of it, you can see this little flicker of light, sort of directed, this little flicker of light seems to be flickering intermittently. You don't know if there's a pattern or anything, but it just seems to be flickering intermittently out a window.
Yeah, it's catching my attention.
Yeah, it's definitely catching your attention.
Hey guys, you see that light over there by the temple?
So if you look at the temple, it's going to be way off to the right of the temple, about in the center of town. So the way that, where's the map? There you go. So the way that the map is, you guys are here in front of this entrance to the mines, right?
Mm-hmm.
Temple's over here. This building, this structure here,
The big fucking thing.
the big fucking thing, is where the light seems to be coming from. In fact, it's coming from this face, it seems. The sort of southwestern face.
What color's the light?
It's red.
That's red.
Red like firelight.
Right. How it, like, it's just like it's a normal cart, like how would it be with like two things popping out of it?
Two things popping out, but the distance between them it's meant for a larger animal than just a horse or a bull or something like that. It's meant for a rather large creature or creatures to carry.
Do you think the dwarf dude would know what that light is?
He might, but he's gonna be. They tell you he's gonna be out of it for at least the next hour. He might be able to come to and talk if you guys wait, but then who knows what happens in that hour? Because those things are still out there in the city. They could be marching away. You don't know. And of course, Pickles is doing okay. He's kind of relaxing and watching intently for anything. Pickles, gotta love Pickles.
So I have 2 health potions. Does anybody want one?
I'm good.
What do I heal after using one?
2d4 plus 2
And before the healing draft.
healing draft on him on old Conall there. Okay,
Because I haven't had a chance to give him one yet.
that's like what 2d8.
Let's
3D.
find out.
Or is it 3d8?
It might be 3d6.
3d6, something like that.
Save a life. Ront, you are my elf care.
At 5th level, it's 3d... Oh, 8. Shit.
8 what?
3d8. Roll a d8 3 times. Get that much health back. Can't do that again today.
Which, by the way, it is night. You guys entered in around 10 p.m.
8.
For a long rest, maybe. Or, wait, no.
Hal's at 21 out
15?
of 42, if you wanna.
Wow, 22.
I might have already given Hal a thing. Hal, did I?
I assume so.
Oh yeah, I'm back up to 29,
I don't
guys.
remember. I mean, if people have healing potions, they can spread them around.
For the audience, I rolled an 8, a 7, and a 7.
Wow.
Yeah. Plus 22.
There you go.
There you go.
There you go. There. That's a lot of not death.
That one I was like, make it taste like hardfire. But it only tastes like hardfire.
It isn't really not.
It doesn't
It's
get
okay.
there like hardfire.
My body appreciates the gesture.
Did I? I know I gave one to Sam, but I've had an opportunity to give it to...
She was at 32, so I don't know.
I'd say, yeah, I don't think you did. I know you were close enough to Azazel.
You used second wind, and I think I got 13 back.
That's right. So yeah, I think.
Hal, you want a healing draft?
And give me one.
Yeah. Here you go. Roll 3d8.
17.
That's pretty good. So Halexan heals back for 17 after a healing draft. So yeah, what do you guys want to do? You guys want to...
I'm trying to figure out how to move that cart, but I don't think it's possible, right?
It looks fucking heavy.
Like, we need like a dinosaur.
You would need something large or all of you pushing it because it seems like it weighs a fuck.
Where's that
ton.
ramp?
What?
You said there was like a ramp?
It's way on the eastern
Yeah, like it's
side.
not. Yeah, we're not gonna.
Yeah. Way on the eastern side of the city. And it seems to be, oddly enough, going and stopping just short of the large, big central structure. And it overhangs a little bit of the large central structure building over the top. It doesn't connect with it. You can also see that the ramp is connected to the ceiling of the cavern by these huge chains.
Mm-hmm.
Super thick. Like, we're thinking about links about 15 to 20 wide.
Wow.
Not thick, not diameter.
From the ground, can we see up into the cart, like the little were they flogs?
Flumps.
The flumps?
Like if we were like walking by, like would we be able to see them up there?
Yeah, because they haven't closed the gate yet. In fact, they're kind of looking at
Can we close-
some of their eye stalks are kind of peeking around.
Can I close the gate? Like, am I able to, or is it too?
There is a winch system with ropes and like pulleys on the side where it would take 2 people, one on each side, to kind of pull and haul it up. But yes, you can haul the little cart gate closed.
Let me just bullet point some details here. Our stuff is behind the big door that we came through. We hear marching going away. The flumps are in the car.
They're safe
There's
in
a
the
red light, question mark.
Yes.
It's the same red light that we saw as we came in, or
No.
different?
Different.
Different.
I thought it was a purple light coming out of the.
So there are two. There's a ambient red light coming from the way back of the cavern, the northern side of the cavern, an ambient glow. And then there's what I'm describing now is a pinpoint red light that seems to be flickering, and it's very bright in your direction, almost like it's being directed in your.
And neither the Tabaxi nor the Kenku have any idea what the significance of that is.
They seem to haven't noticed it, because Connell's the only one who notices it.
Well, didn't he say, "Hey, what's that"?
Oh, yeah. Who did you say that to?
Like everybody around me. Like I was just like, hey guys, you see that light?
Oh, okay, there you go. The Tabaxi looks up and sort of like puts one of her forepaws up.
I can give her the spyglass.
You give her the spyglass?
Mm-hmm.
She looks at it a bit like she hasn't really seen anything like this before. She telescopes it out very curiously, kind of like a cat would do, and then puts it up to her good eye. And you see her peering and like trying to adjust the focus on this instrument. And she inhales a gasp, and then she sort of purrs a little bit. And she says, "That's Sunny. Sunny, it's Sunny in the window."
Is Sunny a friend of yours?
Yeah, Sunny, the fire ganassi.
Sunny Novello.
Let's go!
Sunny Novello, guys. The demolitions expert. Sunny Novello.
Yes.
Alrighty.
I still have words for you.
So, Ron, those little guys look safe up there. Do you want to close them in so nothing can happen to them?
Why are you asking me? I'm like the weakest out of all of us here.
But it takes 2 people to pull it,
Yes,
so we might
but
be able to do it.
It still might be a strength check.
Do you want to try it, Ron?
I want to do it with Ron. Let's go, Ron.
Are you drunk?
No.
Okay.
If I was, I sure as hell am not anymore.
Oh my god.
You bled all the alcohol out.
Exactly.
So like I said, it's a pulley and winch system.
Mhm.
Which there's a ratcheting thing. So you don't have to, it's not necessarily a strength check. It's kind of like those old, the old ballistas, you can ratchet and it locks in place so it won't like just go back on you.
How loud is it?
It's not very loud. I mean, it's like a soft little clink, clink.
Well, now you want me to be paranoid about all noises, so fuck you.
No, you guys are able to lift the door. It kind of creaks a little bit, but I mean, it's fine.
So now they can't be seen, right?
They cannot be seen except from above because the carts do not have a top.
Ideally, they are safe for now.
Ideally, they are safe. What's probably going to happen is that something that actually knows how things work around here is going to bring huge beasts to drag it into the mines.
Or away from the mines. Which is worse? You don't know.
I'm gonna go see the fire.
Do you start off in that direction?
Where's the map?
We're right here, and that's where the fire was. So
Are people
we'd have
gonna
to,
stay
go
behind?
through there.
What's what? Because I'm hesitant to. I don't want to go alone.
As a group, we'll follow you if you go.
But doesn't the dwarf dude still need to heal or whatever?
Yeah.
Are you looking like you're about to go in that direction?
I'm like.
The Tabaxi says, "Wait, you don't want to cross those bridges. That's one of the 2 ways to get to where he is, and that's to go back where the constructs are, or we cross the bridges and approach it from the west. You don't want to cross those bridges in the state we're in."
Is there an alternative option to
No,
get
those are-
there?
those
That's
are-
the only 2 ways.
Those are
No secret
So either
passages.
go back to the things that you're trying to that almost killed us,
Which is clearly not an
or
option.
go somewhere else where we'll probably die because we're not fully healed yet.
And
we
that's
can't-
where the undead attacked us, across those bridges, near that
And we
temple.
can't.
I can light undead on fire.
We can't rest too long, right?
Well, I think as long as no one disturbs the mines, we should be fine. The hook horrors that we found inside of there generally don't come out, mostly because we think they're afraid of the undead coming over. But
What a lovely ecosystem it is down here.
yes.
It is in perfect harmony for everyone here, except the ones that we care about. Except for anyone that is a normal person.
Alrighty, well now that we regrouped, let's ask... I'm sorry, I forgot his name. Who went with the mules to go hide them?
Roland.
Roland.
Roland
Let's ask
and
Roland what's his take on the option.
He, with as many people hurt, he thinks a tactical move would be to rest for an hour. He can... And Pickles will be your guard dog. So no one has to keep watch.
Right.
The
So
beauty of
we
having
can totally
pickles.
rest for an hour because that's when the dwarf will
Yeah,
supposedly
I
wake
thought
up.
that's what we were gonna do anyway.
Yeah, to just get it out there. Okay, we'll take a quick break if everybody's cool.
What's the
Rest.
unit of distance on this gridless map?
100. Oh, it is gridless. 125 feet, and like a square is.
Right here.
Yes, it is. There we go. There we go. This is the units we're looking at. So
Here, 3 squares,
Map?
125 feet.
well, yes, 125 feet across. This is a perfect square. Hey Sam, I'm sorry I didn't read your text message. My bad. Hello. Good to see you.
Want donuts? Still warm. It's still warm.
Thank you. Sam has arrived and has brought us gifts of donuts.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Thank you so much.
Refresh my memory. We heard from Hero. Heroes?
Meets it right. So
It meets the heroes.
her official name is Meets the Heroes Brightcliff.
Right.
The Tabaxi, but
Because
people just
cats
call her
have weird
Hero.
names.
Cats have weird names. Yes.
The female lieutenant stand-in,
Yeah.
she was, is presumed dead.
Oh, she was. They saw the ghouls and the gas and the undead rip her apart.
I thought they saw them rip the
intern.
the intern apart.
Yeah.
Certainly.
Yeah.
Rip.
Rip. Oh, for sure.
The general went north.
Went north with the Dragonborn and the Warforged
and Sunny.
and Sunny. Yes.
But the lieutenant is, as far as I know, she's presumed dead because they saw her, they saw gas, they didn't see her.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know. We are currently in breaking news. We are currently in a developing situation.
Yes.
We certainly have the time, or rather we are currently safe enough to take a rest.
A short rest, for sure. For sure, definitely. Whether or not a long rest is possible, that's up to you.
I would definitely not.
So, yes, Sam, since you just arrived, there's been a bright light shining from the window of the big fucking thing in the middle.
We should start, like, way back.
Yes, way back.
Just recap.
Recap, the constructs stopped chiseling at the stone wall that was raised by Guyton Augur. He is now stabilized, not conscious. He won't be unconscious for another hour. And there's a light flickering, seeming to be trying to get your attention. The Tabaxi has looked through the spyglass and confirmed that it is Sonny Novello, the missing Fire Ganassi demolitions expert. In the window of the structure, signaling you. There are 2 ways to get there. One, go back where the construct army that nearly killed you was, to get to him.
No.
Or you can go across the bridge to the into the religious district where the undead were that attacked them in the
Of
first
course,
place.
So we
it's
have
the
a better
religious
chance of killing the undead people if we rest. Like, we shouldn't go now, but we
course.
should rest. But Ron is worried because every hour means another hour lost, to get the people.
Okay, and also maybe like another hour of like the constructs actually breaking through that wall that was constructed.
Well, they stopped breaking the wall. It seems like
They, marched somewhere out,
were we able to tell if they stopped trying, or they did it and were like, well, fuck this?
They stopped trying.
Okay.
Okay.
So there is still technically, possibly, something left of a fortified position immediately behind that wall. Possibly.
I think we should rest because the dwarf dude can tell us what's up, and we'll all be in a good situation.
What are we convinced that he knows, aside from just secrets of this place that he's not necessarily from?
I don't remember.
Well, he's a dwarf, right?
Yes, there's.
So.
Right, but this is supposedly the long lost city of fuck off, where.
Yeah, but if he's part of the excavation, we could hear what his part of the excavation is.
Speaking of which, I walk over and take my spyglass back.
The Tabaxi
How
kind
much
of
was
tugs
it?
on it. A little bit like
How much
she
was
doesn't
it?
want to let it go.
So like 1,000 gold pieces.
It was 1,000 gold. Where did you get that?
5-finger discounted from my favorite ship captain.
From Ilya. Or, what's her name?
Are we sure it wasn't
Ilya. Ilya, yeah.
Are we sure it wasn't Ilya?
Yeah. No, she was looking at it.
You stole her.
Not her. Technically, Jadenkles.
I haven't heard that word in
You
a while.
stole.
Not that name in a
You
while.
stole Jadenkles. That's fine. That's fine. If
It
you
wasn't
stole,
on purpose.
If you stole hers, I was going to kick you in the dick until you did not have one. 1,000
1,000 gold pieces!
It wasn't.
You know
on
how
purpose.
many days of work of like high tier artisanry that takes? 1,000 days!
I was gonna give it back.
1,000 days or 1,000 months?
1,000 days, I would say.
It's a day, right? Like a gold
day.
coin is a day, right?
For a highly skilled artisan, yes.
I was gonna give
So
it back
3 years.
after a while.
3 years
I'm gonna
worth
give
of...
it back.
So what are we doing, y'all?
1,000 days.
And that's an average of it.
I vote to rest.
Yeah, I vote to
Sounds
rest.
like a pretty good idea.
Yeah, I mean, you guys don't have to keep watch. You can take a quick power nap. I mean, it's an hour. You can choose to go for a short rest. You can choose to go for a long rest. It's your game. You do what you want. I tell you what happened.
See, I'm not hurt.
What would do, if Ront doesn't need to rest, what would Ront like to do during the hour?
See, the thing is, like, Rond has disadvantage on all stealth checks because Rond wears what? Splint mail? Scale mail.
Scale map, yeah.
Scale mail is jankly.
Exactly. Chain, scale. Yeah.
I can't get my spells back in an hour.
I think you might
Don't
not
you
be
have
able to,
a-
but you also have sorcery points you can
Right.
spend.
Don't you
Is
have
it-
like
is it a
a
long rest or 24 hours for spell slots?
It's a long rest.
Okay.
Don't you have a spell that can you can attach to an item to kind of
Oh, and to let you know, it is about 10:30, getting on to 11 at night because you went in around 10 p.m. And then this fight happened. In fact, I would say it's closer to 11. Let's say it's 11 because you had a conversation with, and it took a while to explain. Yeah.
Okay, so hold on. Does anyone is Morse code a thing?
Roll me history.
15.
Morse code? No one's ever heard of Morse code, but Morris's code.
Oh my god.
Yes. Everyone knows Morris's code.
Does everyone knows Morris's code?
Everyone
Or do they
who's-
know of Morris's code.
Everyone knows of Morris's code. Who's a literate person, which means not many people. So generally speaking, but yeah, you have there was a little write up. It was a fun graphic explaining how some adventurers used to communicate over long distances when trapping dragons and things of that nature.
Okay, Hero. Does Sunny know Morris's code?
Yeah, I think Sunny does. I mean, Sunny has to... Well, there was that one time where we weren't sure if the explosives were very volatile, so we had one of our new recruits run over there and check them, and it was supposed to be a very large explosion. Sunny didn't want to get too close. Well, he sent the new guy over there, and he communicated with him by flashing his hair really brightly, because Fire Ganassi, they have flaming hair. So, of course, yeah, use that, yeah.
Okay. Does
Well,
anyone...
we don't know if that's gonna be flashing for the next hour when he till he wakes up.
No, we can do this right now.
Oh, this is after rest?
No, I don't need a rest. Who has a mirror?
Who has a mirror?
Who has a mirror? Anyone.
Wait, do I still have that mirror that I took from the ship?
If it's a small, is it the small little mirror?
Yeah, the one that was...
Yeah, I think you do, actually.
Nobody gave things back.
Are you asking if anyone has a mirror in the party?
Yes.
Why do you need one?
We're gonna try and this is Pierre saying this. We're gonna try and instant message with the Fire Ganassi.
So, but it's translating to Ront being like, we're gonna try.
We're going to
use
try and
methods.
send a coded message to the Fire Ganassi and see.
Ooh, yeah. I want to meet him because fire.
I mean, also you're not hurt, right? So,
No, I'm good.
So you also technically don't need to rest because you
Right.
get nothing out of it.
Right.
So we can spend the next hour
Yeah.
trying to.
Yeah, I'll help you.
Okay.
I'll help you.
I mean,
figure-
also you have fire. So I
do.
also have no real I would have to literally just break my potions on her.
Oh, you're gonna try and communicate. So you want to use my fire to
Fire
Help.
and the mirror.
Yeah. I'm so down.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
If you don't already know Morris's code, I will be like.
Do I know Morse's code?
I don't think if you have a mirror, you don't need to teach her Morse's code because you're sending him the reflection. So it's how you
so
twist
just-
the mirror. Yeah, exactly. Yes.
I was making hand motions that made that sound make sense. It still didn't make sense.
SpellCast, the visual novel, coming.
No, no, I've read some. Though I know how those turn out. I'm not. No, we can't be family friendly and a visual novel.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
So you
So
communicate.
well, first I actually look and see if his signals actually mean anything. Or
At
if he's
first,
just like,
at first, his signals seem to be just intermittent, just not really sensible, just trying to get your attention.
okay, so then I'll be like, okay, so we got the fire, we got the mirror, we're just like, hopefully aiming it like.
Do you know what you're doing?
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe.
Hello everyone, Adam here, and I am Ham. I am recovering from the sickness. It must have been a cold or something that, yeah. Kelsey is here. Kelsey and I are actually prepping for a trip, to my home in Mississippi for Mother's Day weekend. Oh my God.
Welcome to the show.
Oh my God, I love you so much. And we are packing. I am recovering from my sickness, like I said. One of the symptoms of which is having one particular annoying song stuck in your head for the entire duration of the sickness. And not that I don't love this song, I do, but the song that this particular strain of the cold has stuck me with is the Chippendale Rescue Rangers theme song, the extended version. I can't get it out of my head. I still have a stuffy nose, so I believe I still have the same sickness. However, it should all be cleared up by the time this episode comes out tomorrow morning, knock on wood. And hopefully things will go back to normal. In the meantime, speaking of normal, normally this is the part where I jump in with the Q Corner. Now, I know last week we did a poll, and on the poll we asked you all which companion you would pick out of 4 that we gave you, and we had super many replies. So let's read out what the results were. 65 of you, from the polls that we posted on Twitter and Facebook, 65 of you said you would have a pixie as a companion. In the next runner-up was a Flumph with 74. Second place was a Blink Dog with 123. And coming in at first was the Pseudo Dragon with 166. So that total is... There we go. 428 participants, and we want to thank you all so much for participating in that poll. I think it was well received, I believe, from those numbers. So we're going to do another one, and this poll is going to be all about the planes. Yes. In fact, it's a very polar poll, one would say, because it has to deal with these 16 outer planes and their utmost poles. We all know that there are 2 axes on which the outer planes rotate and or not rotate. I don't know how they move exactly. That is the good and evil axis and the lawful and chaotic axis. And so we're going to ask which pole is your favorite. The good axis, which at the top of that would be Elysium. The lawful axis, which at the edge of that would be Mechanized. The chaotic axis, which at the edge of that would be Limbo. Or the evil axis, which at the bottom of that would be Hades.
Question.
Yes.
Where's the North Pole?
The North Pole, if you're looking at it as a sphere, or as like an idea that positive is up, the North Pole would be Elysium.
So Santa.
So Santa comes from Elysium. There you go, people. It's canon in our universe. Santa is from Elysium.
I vote for Santa.
There you go. She votes for Santa. And let me see. Other announcements we have to make. Oh, yes, of course, the big one. This episode marks our 1-year anniversary. Yay! That was on Saturday the 5th, which for us is technically yesterday, since we're recording this on the 6th. And as a special celebratory thing we did for that, we released a whole bunch of new official artwork and covers. So you can go on her Twitter or you can just check out the front page. You can just look at your iPhone, just unlock it and look at the beautiful faces of the characters who are in this story that you have been following for the past year.
It looks so good. Like the artist is amazing.
He is fantastic. His name is Rob Robbins. You can find his art station.
Shout out.
Yes, I think he might still be doing commissions, taking commissions now. I don't know, Rob, if you get an influx of people and you're listening to the show. We are sorry, but we love your art so much that we couldn't help but give you a shout out. Everyone, please go check out his art, and if you feel so inclined, commission something from him.
Where can they find his art?
They can find his art at ArtStation. I believe he also has an Instagram. His Instagram is Rob A. Robbins, or Alky Killer on Twitter, and that would be ALCHYKILLER. Please go check out his artwork, and in the meantime, you can check out our Twitter page to see all the artwork as well, or Instagram, or Vero, or whatever you're on, to see all of the individual portraits of the characters that are in the podcast today. Oh, also, June is coming up, and June, in 1 month, we will be seeing the Convention of Anime next. Yes, correct. We will be there. Sam, Gerald, Pierre, Kelsey, and myself will all be there.
We'll all be in cosplay.
Yes, we will.
Which we still have to do.
Shit. And everyone at home is staring at their completed costumes and shaking their heads at our.
We're gonna end up going to Halloween Masquerade and be like, help us.
Yeah, it's gonna be. It's the first time I'm doing like a full on kind
cosplay.
of.
Same.
Yeah, like a full on cosplay endeavor. And so with that, you can find us there. We won't have a booth, but we will be walking around, handing out new cards with the new art and new everything. So if you see us there and you recognize us, one of us should be wearing a SpellCast t-shirt of some form. Just come up and say hi, and hang out with us in Atlantic City. It's gonna be fun. That is June 8th through the 10th.
Yes.
And yeah. There you go.
That's my old stomping ground.
That is your old stomping ground.
I love Atlantic City.
Ooh.
Go get a cheesesteak.
Go get a cheesesteak.
From White House Sub Shop.
Yes. So, in the meantime, I am going to bid you all farewell. That's it. I think that's it. Farewell. Adieu, say goodbye. So, bye-bye, and have a wonderful rest of your week.
Do you know what you're doing?
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe.
Because I have no idea how this works.
So I'm gonna flash the light in rhythms that correspond to speech.
Got it.
Okay.
Can I move the mirror?
If you want, this might take some time, but
It might take
we have an hour.
You have an
We have an hour. Would you like to learn more of this code?
Sure.
Here you go. So I relay instructions of which rhythms to send the message. Hello, hello, Sonny.
Sonny?
Well, his name is Sonny. Are you all right?
You get a message back. Is Sonny all right? That's a good question. I could make him not all right if I wanted to.
Look at this terribly capricious and cruel DM.
Signaling from hell.
You get a message back saying, alive, healthy, trying to nurse ankle.
Then you're not healthy.
Well, they're not. It doesn't sound like any of them are dying.
Yes.
Well, that's good.
We'll ask if the four that we heard went north are with him at the moment. The Warforged, the General, and the Dragonborn.
Yes. He replied. You see flashes in reply saying, only one at current location.
Oh, that's right. Because they went north, but they didn't all go together.
Mm-hmm. Split up from group. Saw Thatch get captured. Weird snake people.
God damn it.
People.
Sneeple.
Sneeple.
So Thatch is the Warforged.
Mm-hmm.
They kidnapped the Warforged. That bodes well. I'm ready to have like a conflicted encounter with Legion.
Mm-hmm. Audria, Tiberius, unknown, went east.
Wait, so when he says there's only one at the present location, that's him.
Mm-hmm.
So he's alone.
He's alone.
He's alone in the big fuck off thing.
Mm-hmm.
I get to call everything a fuck off thing.
Yes, you can.
Fuck off mountain.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Coco, location, unknown.
Ask him if we should rescue him first or go after others first.
Alright, well, so are you safe for the foreseeable future?
Snake people, nor undead, nor the constructs that attacked you.
Oh, he was able to see that then. Okay.
The explosion is what drew his attention, you may think.
I'm gonna have a good talk with him at some point.
Have tried to come to the fortress. However, snake people seem more interested over time.
Anything you want to say to the fire dude?
How badly do you like fire?
I mean, I am fire. He flashes back.
I flashback, that's hot.
Are you ASLing him on this like primitive
That's
instant
hot.
messaging?
You get no immediate response. I mean, I guess you would get back. I got some cool shit that explodes.
Couple of sticks of dynamite.
Some corsages. Oh, no more Chinese laundry.
I'm good, man. I mean, so he's alright then.
He's all right. The longer we wait, the more likely it is
The
that
snake people
the
will.
snake people might get to him. But also based on what we see, how the fuck are you supposed to get in there? How the fuck are you supposed to get into this lug nut?
Do you ask him?
Yes.
How do we get...
Chains act like bridges.
That seems rad and precarious.
Shoots and ladders.
Okay.
They must be some huge ass chains then. If they act like bridges.
20
Apparently
feet in
they're-
diameter.
Well, that was the chains for the ramp hanging from the
Ooh,
ceiling,
yeah,
which
there
I
is
should
chains.
note that they look like they're on rails at the top, and like the ramp can kind of move back away from the lug nut shaped thing.
That's pretty
But
awesome.
so we'll tell him, since we know where you are and you're closer than anything else, in some sort of more efficient way than this, that we will try to head in your direction in an hour or so. We have wounded Hero and
Dwarf.
and Guyton and
Bertha
And
Birdie
Bertha.
Packard.
Hero, Bertha, and Guyton are with us. Guyton is stable, but out right now.
Hang back, undead patrolling, Temple District.
Yes, we are aware.
So he's advising us.
Oh,
to
can
stay
I
put.
ask him if he sees the constructs in the main thoroughfare directly south of him, or directly south of the lug nut?
Oh,
The
okay.
main thoroughfare.
Okay. You can see him say, "We'll check. Have to run to other side of fortress."
Okay.
So about 15 minutes pass, and he comes back, and you see the flashing again. You're able to tell he is, through the conversation he's been telling you, you should be the only people who see this because I've hung back in the wall a little bit, etc. Blah blah blah. It's a convenient window. He says constructs. He tells you that's what's left of the construct battalion seems to be heading back towards the forge area, which is up north.
So around him.
Pretty much, yeah.
Is that fuck off light still there in like the north?
Oh yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
The weird red light, yes.
Oh, Forge District. Okay.
And that hammering, that constant clanging
I mean,
is still going out.
so if the ghasts are the ghouls.
Yes.
If the ghouls are in the religious district, and the constructs are making their way back and around to the north, that would make the market/thoroughfare area actually clear? Question mark.
Question mark.
So we don't have to go fucking fight zombie things.
How wonderful that you were able to communicate with Sonny Novello, who could seal this intelligence.
Hooray! What marvel! What marvels Morris the illiterate has wrought.
Morris the illiterate. He can talk in dots and dashes, the bastard.
So, my recommendation is that we slowly head back to the market district where we almost died. I know, hear me out. Hear me out. I've got a guy on the inside that says that we're probably okay.
Is this after the rest?
Yeah. This would be at the end of the rest that you could communicate all this, because he has to try to communicate in flash, little thingy, and long sentences, and etc.
Also, I don't know if he knows who he was talking to because we didn't introduce ourselves.
You never did.
And
At least he seems to trust you, though, by telling you that much information.
Well,
Especially if you ask for the names, like where is, etc., etc., etc. Yeah.
If we meet him, I'm telling him that you sent all of those messages. You.
That's hot.
I mean, okay.
Yes. So what's the plan, gang? You had your short rest. You may use your hit dice if you wish to recover hit points.
On your character sheet. Sam, do you have your character sheet?
Yeah, I do.
And you have 5 of them to spend because
Do you need
you're
to
level
heal up?
5.
Yeah, because I got like 9 splash damage
That box
and like
is blinking.
23 fire damage.
Yeah.
I put a potion in you. How much
Yeah,
did you get
that was-
back from that?
14.
So, does it, is that other damage there after
No.
all that?
No.
So,
Technically, I have like I can't do math in my head at the moment. Come
Do
on.
you just get like one every level up, or do you
It's one every
do they
level up.
recover?
Whenever you level up.
I see what you're asking. Your cap is your level. You get them back after a long, or
Long rest.
half of them?
You may spend, in a short rest, any number of hit dice you want to, up to the maximum number of hit dice you have, which is 5. You may roll 1, you may roll 5, you may roll any number in between. That hit die does not come back until you have a long rest. And at a long rest, you only recover half of the hit dice, half of your total hit dice.
Round it up or down?
Round down.
I still have 18
You are-
damage.
Okay. So you can probably spend a few hit dice. You can do one at a time. You don't have to declare, I'm going to spend 3 hit dice and that's all I get to do.
Yep.
No, I think I'll be fine.
It's free.
It is.
No,
free.
it is.
It's
It is
literally the only
free.
purpose of those things.
It's literally the healing resource that you have.
You already used my potion for
You
this day.
will roll a d12. You will roll this weird Jake one right here. You were gonna roll. I'm gonna hand you 3, just so you can roll 3.
You don't have to choose to roll 3. You can roll them one at a time.
That's a 12.
That's 12.
That's an 11.
That is done. You are done.
That is 23. There we
You
go.
are done.
Hand me those.
So you would mark off that you've recovered all your health and that you've spent 2 out of your 5 hit dice.
Yes, that was very lucky rolls. Good job.
Thank you.
I mean,
Please.
Like, on average, she was going to get it in 3.
Yeah.
Good.
So, choices, thoughts, desires. The
So-
long rest is over. The dwarf is now
Long
conscious.
rest?
I mean, the short rest is over. The dwarf is now conscious.
What's up, dude?
Who wants to talk to who wants to talk to the guy that saved our fucking lives?
Hey, Dwarf dude, thanks for saving our fucking lives.
He curses in Dwarvish.
I know Dwarvish.
Halexan and Ront would understand this as me like, fuck me, why did I ever sign up for this shit? And partially like my cut isn't big enough. He looks up at all of you. He passing glances at Hero and Birdie, and he sort of looks at all of you.
Actually, no, Birdie's name really upsets me.
Yeah.
I'm very upset. I'm very upset with you. I'm incredibly upset with you.
And God damn. He looks at the 7 of you that are present that he doesn't know, and he's like, "Who the hell are you?"
My name is Sav'ah Rah Vicarro, sorcerer extraordinaire, and we're here to help figure out why y'all have, well, not y'all, but why you are all still within this mountain. Dramatic anime pose.
Like, as soon as she starts that, I immediately just start facepalm. Immediately just like,
Oh, second the face palm.
Guyton looks at Birdie and says in Dwarvish, "This is who they send? This is who they send. We are absolutely fucked."
He's a dwarf. He really likes me, right? I can tell he's, and I look at, whoever I'm standing nearest, I look at him.
improv.
I can tell he's very, very excited that we're here.
I'll say in Dwarvish. Well then, I suppose we're done here.
oh shit.
All right, everyone. I think they're on their own.
He kind of,
Oh, I'm sorry. Was there something else you had to say?
"Thank you for coming to help us in our time of need. I am sorry for being abrupt,
It is hard to see the bright side of things when you have broken ribs. Please forgive me.
Fair enough.
What did he say?
I was pretty sure you were gonna go. It's hard to see the bright side of things when you're a mountain dwelling. Race.
That's also fair. That's also
I
fair.
get it.
He said he's a disgrace to his clan.
Okay.
He looks at you, but he doesn't, because if you're speaking common, he doesn't, he kind of smiles. You're beginning to think he respects you and that sort of like, I like this guy, he knows how to pull legs, sort of like.
I'm just like looking over at Hal like, he's incredibly snarky today. This is very interesting.
So, what has happened since I saved your lives?
Nothing.
we established contact with Sonny, who's hiding in the big lug nut in the middle.
That flaming fuck. He's in the middle.
He's in the lug nut.
Are you guys talking in common or Dwarvish?
I will say this in common for everyone's benefit. Unless he does not speak common at all.
He speaks common.
Fine.
Yes.
Okay. I will say this in common for everyone's benefit. Yeah, we established contact with him. Apparently, the Construct Patrol is on their way north, back to the Forge District, according to what he scouted out for us. He warned us to stay away from the ghouls. So that's what I'd like to do.
He spits as soon as you mention undead.
Yeah, go ahead. Please. I brought them here for you.
What?
I too
Shelly
spit.
told me.
He kind of nods at you like, okay, all right.
I too spit, and I manage not to spit on anyone.
Yes, that's fair. That's important. And you don't do this thing where you try to spit, but it starts drooling out of your mouth, and you're shit.
Yes, that was a check for all of that. I managed to spit, and it's as clean as spitting can be.
Yeah.
I didn't say dainty. Don't you fuck with me.
Don't turn this into that Ace Ventura when nature calls. God, don't.
Fuck off.
So we spoke with him, or we were able to communicate with him. He says that Thatch has been captured, and that the general and the bodyguard are unaccounted for.
He rolls his eyes. In no uncertain terms, the eye rolling seems to not only reflect the disparity of this situation, but also disparity. Is that right? His disparaging attitude towards the situation. That's better. And also maybe a little contempt for
Which one?
for the captain.
The general.
The general. Yes.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
He also asks about what about those bastards, the Blackhearts?
Aren't they missing? Actually,
I mean, these guys were missing until we found them. But yeah, we don't know. Hero said that one of them got et.
Yes, I saw that one get et.
It. Got it.
This guy talks funny.
I haven't heard. We haven't uncovered any new information. We only just got here. We got here. That fight happened. You saved our lives. Thank you. And now we took a nap and we're here.
Yeah, that's why I said nothing.
So, I cast Goodberry. It gives me 10. Up to 10 instantaneously.
Okay.
You trying to heal the guys from the ribs?
I eat 5, and while eating 5, thanks for saving our lives. Here's berries.
He spits. He spits in your general direction. I will not take elven magic.
I put my hand over my heart, and I just kind of look down. Okay. Anybody want berries?
Your beard does not.
No, go ahead.
They heal.
You were dying.
I give you 5.
Wait, no,
Dying.
Conall doesn't have a beard, does he?
Oh,
Okay, that's right. That's right.
Only
Would you-
Gerald.
I mean, healing draft doesn't do anything for him at this point.
It's broken ribs. You need a lesser restoration or some shit like that.
Okay, can we have we done the necessary the medical stuff that we can do for him at this point?
You think Lilith might be able to pull more stuff because she seems to be having has a grip on the clerical magic, so a lesser or greater restoration might be able to do something.
In terms of just resetting the ribs to be where they ought to be.
I mean that You can see there's bandages over them, so maybe that was done at some point, but now those bandages are bloody because he ran. And
Yeah, so,
that needs to be done again, probably.
So yeah, I have some knowledge of medicine and some historical knowledge of how medicine has been done in historical terms.
Okay.
and so I will with Lilith, I suppose, like try to retend to his wounds.
Yeah, the hero also helps you.
Okay, we
so
all do the thing.
Yeah, you all do the thing. You get the ribs reset. He complains a lot and spits even more during
Hold on.
the whole procedure.
Wait. Before we start, Conall,
Yes.
give me.
What?
I know you're
Lean
carrying
forward.
some.
Lean
I
forward.
know you're carrying some. Give me the heart fire. Give me the heart fire.
I whip out my flask. This is for reserves.
I know we have more.
Distrustingly, I give it over to Ront.
Okay.
And here, buddy.
He takes like 3 huge swigs.
It was for him? He doesn't like elves.
He sticks his tongue out at you and goes,
You haven't been in his general direction.
I start reaching for my bow. And I just give him a look.
Conall, the last time you did that, we almost died.
I wasn't really gonna shoot him.
Come on. Okay, I give him the blast. Well, I take a swing, I give him the blast back.
I shake it around. Is there any left?
there is some left, yeah. I mean,
I look at him.
He didn't break it all down.
still have bottles.
I look at him. I wipe it off. And I...
That... Very well done. Very well done.
begins.
Guyton will remember that.
Oh god, it's like one of those.
Okay, I make my concept.
Cool.
And so we.
Yes, you set him up, you get patched, and now that's fine. Where do you want to head? What do you want to do? It's a big fucking city.
Okay, so again, trying to make it to Sunny so that he's not trapped in this big fuck off thing.
Yes.
I mean, so the only other thing we have, like the only other piece of information that seems relevant at this point is that the cook might be in the religious district.
Yeah.
Which sucks for him.
Sonny doesn't know where the cook is, but the cook might be in the religious district, yes.
Which sucks for him a lot.
Sucks for him so much.
So have we haven't moved, right? We haven't decided yet.
You have not moved, you're still at
We
the
should
mine
just
cart.
go straight through.
We should just go to the area where he told us it was safe to go and then pick a direction.
Yeah.
You guys can head back to the market.
Yeah.
If you want to.
We head back to the market.
Wait, so we head back to that X, right? Where we started
Yeah,
from?
yeah,
Alright,
pretty
so we
much.
start heading east?
No, the X is on the other side of a fucking, like, stone wall, right?
Well, no, the stone wall disappears at some point. Because time.
It's been an
of the
hour.
spell.
It's been an hour.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you guys can see the Flump's eye stalks like, poke up and like look at what you're doing as soon as they hear gathering of stuff. And so they float out the top of the thing. You don't have to undo it for them. They just wanted to close it so no one could see them. From the
Oh my
sides.
god.
Oh no, I mean I get that.
Yeah.
I got that.
It went
you
right over
okay?
Connell's head.
You mean Gerald's head?
Both Flumps
Either.
the Flumps
Gerald
are
is
floating
Connell.
over both of their heads.
Hi guys.
So they follow you back. The philosophizer thanks you for the brave fight you put up alongside his brothers and sisters. Do Flumps have gender?
Family?
Longest thank you. Alongside the members of his family, comrades, and is a little mournful in that, of course. But you know, thanks you.
Right, I will express condolences for his loss and express gratitude at their valiant attempt to stand in between us and certain danger.
Mm-hmm.
That said, if any of his other compatriots want to consider a military career, we ought to go over what proper battle tactics actually are.
And what Flumps are and are not capable of.
Also that, it is important when considering maritime tactics to address your capabilities and weaknesses.
You guys are jellies. Let's get that straight.
Yes.
You guys are jellies.
Yes.
Is she saying that?
Azazel's like, you guys are
Yes.
Perfect. Write this down.
They get that engraved on a plaque. You guys are jellies.
Our hero and savior. You guys are jealous. So, yes, you make it back to the market. You can see the carnage as it is, both with flump bodies and partially melted and disassembled construct parts everywhere, littering where this fountain was in the middle of the street.
Two things. One, to the philosophizer, is there a proper method of handling your dead?
My family will handle this, he says about the dead.
Okay. Two, let's take a look at some gears.
Yes.
So I'm gonna rummage around in some gears. Do I find anything of note?
Well, some history about the gear people.
Hey, look at what you found!
Gear Wars.
So as you observe the gears and the pieces, you can notice that there's a maker's mark on there.
Oh!
Hey.
Oh!
Does it match the maker's mark of the gear that I have?
What do you know, except there's a W missing.
Ooh.
Oh!
The style of the bee
A
matches
W.
exactly to the bee that was
It's almost like one of those people that
That wasn't dead in the basement.
Yeah.
Wasn't dead in the basement.
Benson, right?
Benson, Larry Benson,
That fuck.
and Erwin Wayfair. This is throwback.
Way back, yeah, way
Yeah.
back. I have no idea what they are talking about. I just see a bunch of bolts
Yeah. On the
Well,
ground.
I mean,
on the ground.
I'll explain that. Aside from the fact that this magical fuck off mountain appeared out of nowhere, and like it's worthy of investigation, we were involved in a case. Like we probably explained this before, but like just because it's complicated and I forget a lot of the time, we were involved in a case that led us to. That brought to our attention some nefarious machines, machinations of a one Larry Benson, of Benson and Wayfair and Benson and Wayfair.
Benson and Wayfair.
Of Benson and Wayfair, they're just a tinker shop.
Yeah.
They actually made Jadenkel's constructs,
Oh, okay.
and now he is making constructs that shoot fire and kill us for snake people.
You're talking about Benson here,
Benson.
not Wayfair. Is
And
Wayfair dead?
Wayfair is
Wayfair's
dead.
dead.
Wayfair is very dead.
And then Benson's just gone.
Benson, we tried to track him down, and the trail led us to Fuck Off Mountain.
Okay.
And there's also another interesting design in the maker's mark
Okay.
that you notice.
Okay.
Encircling the bee, at further investigation, it's not just a little circle like around the copyright
I
symbol.
swear to God, if it's a fucking Ouroboros.
It's an Ouroboros!
Fuck you.
It's an Ouroboros!
Snake people. Why? Sneeple. Goddamn Sneeple.
Why?
I like snakes normally, but I tell you.
I'll tell you what.
I tell you.
So yes, it's an Ouroboros. I mean, you know, that just nails it in.
Wait, wasn't
besides the
Benson
fact that the heads of these constructs are in the shape of cobra.
Was Benson a dragonborn?
No, Benson was a little gnome.
We've never seen Benson.
Remember when?
Oh,
Sylvanas did the divining. Yeah,
Did we get to see that, or did he describe it?
he
to us?
described it.
Yeah.
Well, he's certainly come a long way from animatronics that just, dance around and attack us in the midnight.
Hi.
Disenchant the armor to learn resistance to fire for us.
Is that a proper? Is
Can
that
you
a magical
Can you
property
Skyrim that?
It
of the thing,
seems-
or is it just I'll fondle the fuck out of these bits, but like.
It seems to be a property
Put that
of.
cod piece down.
Do constructs have cod pieces?
They should. I mean, it's between.
Look,
Here we go.
Yeah.
History check. Do constructs have cod pieces? What does a 27 get me on that?
Unless there's like a drill dough in their crotch, there's no
Drill
need
dough.
for them to have cod pieces.
Well, there you go, Hal.
My core
You
drill.
snarky little fuck today.
My core drill? You have ruined our Grimlock.
No.
Let the drill pierce the heavens.
Let your drill pierce the heavens.
Somewhere out there's an island of constructs that just like they don't really do anything except fuck each other. Except what the fuck does that even mean?
That hot robot sex is what it means.
I thought the preferred term was drilling each other.
Lol.
Wow. Yeah, you just screwing around.
Really getting down to the nuts and the bolts of the issue, aren't we? A riveting conversation.
Yes, indeed.
Talking about what happens under the sheet metal.
God damn it.
So, do they have one?
Oh, they don't. No, they don't.
We're all huddled in like a circle. Just like...
No. So we're
That isn't a pauldron. I'm telling you, that's a codpiece.
This all happens in character.
So the teens are all crouched over the bit.
I know, oh my god, because we're teenagers. Oh my god, yes.
They're crowded over
And Roland and
Oh my God.
Lilith and Hero and Augur and Birdie.
Oh no, I'm an adult.
Yeah.
Looking out, seeing up on the fucking tower is like
I'm walking
looking
away
down
from
like,
the
oh, Jesus.
situation.
I look over at Lilith and I'm like, is this making you uncomfortable?
Yeah, I will face palm.
I'll give you a screw.
I'd be like, hey Lilith, what do you think this is?
I'm an adult.
Do you think it's phallic?
She sort of clutches the little Lathander holy symbol around her neck.
Oh yeah, clutch your thing. Oh yeah, use
Close
your
her eyes
purity.
and just
Use your
looks
purity,
around.
that's right. Yes, you're so
Here's
pure, you're so
Saturn.
good.
Yeah.
I say that in Infernal.
Roland takes her side and sort of pats on the back.
This has become a new mission, guys.
They still don't know. They don't know that.
I mean, I don't think so.
Yeah,
I guess if we have any
Who
questions,
like you, the rest of the party.
That she's your sister or that?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we get it. I'm pretty sure we get
We
it.
get it.
Well, Sav'ah doesn't know that.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Sav'ah is under the assumption that she is masking this entire charade perfectly, and that everything is going exactly according to plan.
I mean, you look.
She holds all the cards.
So you look alike, right? They look alike.
They look almost.
So they're not twins, but they look alike. They speak in very concerted infernal, and although we don't understand it, it sounds the same.
And you also have the piece of knowledge that Roland shared with you in the sunken temple about working with Sav'ah's sister.
And we
Yeah.
don't
knowing her
Yeah.
as well.
At that time, even Ront, who's an idiot with people, is like, "You fucked her, didn't you?"
So yeah, all these COD questions we can ask him when we find him.
God, question. We're talking about fish now?
Wait.
Speaking of the fire
No,
resistance.
we're making penis jokes.
Okay.
The fire resistance.
Yes, the fire resistance appears to be a property of... The fire resistance appears to be a property of...
The metal itself.
The metal itself. It's not something I can disenchant and learn. I can't even disenchant and learn. Not right away. I'd have to take it, and then take it back, and then study it for like a month. Maybe. If that. But like...
I mean,
in terms of the enchantment stuff.
It's not an enchantment. It's literally like, this is a metal that's
This is a metal that's fire.
it's like a heat-resistant alloy.
Right.
Oh,
Or something
I see.
of some
Okay.
sort.
Right, so I could take it and learn how they did this, which would be rad, and I could probably make you a shield of fire resistance, which might be rad. But like,
Ooh.
I don't know how that would actually work, if at all. I mean, like, make it
Just
cost
take a screw.
I'm gonna pick up a screw and two
Nuts?
bolts.
Yeah.
Oh, you're taking a nut and bolts?
Yeah, and I'm just gonna be like, here you go.
I'll hang on to these for you.
Yes.
And I put them in my pouch.
And I'll take some sort of like.
And every
are
time
a
I walk
lot
by
of-
Lilith, I'm gonna rattle the pouch.
I'm gonna take a gear with like an example of the mark, and take that and one.
I mean,
Some sort of like sheet
Do they have?
of the plate, if that's at all possible.
in fact, Ront, as you're looking at all these pieces, something clicks in your head, and you realize that there's a lot of pieces that, like, it's, remember in the Lego movie, that master builder sequence that goes through their heads, they're like, I can make everything, I can see how everything can make everything.
I need the monster manual.
Yes, I'll get that for you. You get in your head that you kind of understand how these constructs are made, in a way, how to make constructs. And you kind of understand that you could probably do something better. That is not that hard.
Using these parts?
Using these parts and what's available, and the tools around that seem to be around in the shops and whatnot. In fact, it's weird if you were to look at some of the tools in the, like, a blacksmith shop nearby, or etc.
I mean, it is the market. Like, that's not hard to find.
Or like an ancient dwarven tinker thing. The tools.
Would an ancient dwarven tinker thing give me any sort of bonuses to that sort of thing? Or would it just be crappy and old?
It would just be old. Not crappy.
Just
old.
Just old?
Because dwarves know how to make things that last. But you would notice that they sort of fit and work perfectly with these brand new looking construct pieces.
Looking around, do we see any weapons on the floor?
Oh, yeah. You can see crossbow arms. I mean, it's,
any shield, sword?
yeah, like a shield of sorts.
Fire resistant shield?
I mean, I'll pick one up, sure.
Is it actually going to confer fire resistance to him? I mean, like, I know I joked about it, but
it doesn't have to be fair. Like,
yeah.
Does it look cool?
It looks pretty cool. It's a bit weird to wield because the shield.
Oh, right, because it would, like, spike into your construct arm?
Yeah.
It doesn't have a handle, it is their arm.
It's attached to the arm of the thing. Like, you could undo it, but there's no handles unless you fashion one.
It's Mr.
So
Potato Burger.
Out like a van brace, which wouldn't fit on me anyway.
But yeah, no, I mean, if I said, to be fair, yeah, it would give you fire resistance if it would give you some reduction in fire damage. I
Okay,
think.
so that's a good idea. I'll take one, but it'll have to be worked on for me to wield it.
Yeah.
I mean, like, Loki, it's got the little spokes that go into the thing. Let me drill holes in your shield.
There you
Done.
go. You can attach a shield to your shield. Want more shields?
Yo, John, we heard you like shields, so we put shields on your shields. So you can shield while you shield.
Shieldception.
It's heavier, but, you know.
I'll like work out a strapping system.
Work it out. Yeah. Easy.
Are there crossbow bolts that like maybe were like still loaded inside of the things that we can salvage?
Oh yeah.
Did we actually break any of the crossbow dudes? I thought we only got sword dudes.
Oh.
You got like 2 of the crossbow dudes, maybe. I don't know.
I remember the line when they finished being 3 on each side crossbow dudes.
And then 2 sword
And then
dudes.
2 sword dudes.
Yeah, that would
so we
mean,
didn't get any
that would
crossbow
mean you
dudes.
didn't get any I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, you didn't get any crossbow dudes.
They were the deadliest. They have crossbows for arms!
It's pretty metal.
Do I have any in my old shield?
Yes, you do.
I will try to salvage those.
You can fairly easily.
Oh, and I give you back your crossbow. I take it out of the...
Thank you.
The
I appreciate you taking care of it.
Oh, I mean, you could have had. You could have also.
specifically asked me to.
You could have also had the bolts that were sticking out of me.
This is what they are. This is what they are. Oh my shit! I forgot they had a thing for this. This is what they are.
All right,
So
you do
those
your
crossbow bolts are technically magical. They are.
Do you want one?
Wait,
I
speaking
would
of
like
which,
one.
Adam, DM, how many crossbow bolts do I pull out of me? Because how many shots did I get in there?
God, you took
God.
8.
You got
Like
8.
8 or 12. You took a bunch.
You got
How many
8.
did I take?
A shit ton.
Do you want that sharpened? Because
so
I want
these-
that to be sharpened.
These qualify as unbreakable arrows, according to Xanathar's guide, because they are magical. This arrow or bolt can't be broken except when it is within an anti-magic field.
That is really cool. Definitely figure out how to make these.
One, how to make them. 2, like, we don't need to use them as bolt. Like, we could bar a door with it.
How many do we get?
Let me see. It is 8, and then
You said 20. You said around up to 20.
let's round up to 20. Let's say 20 unbreakable arrows.
A whole... We have a whole bolt of bolts.
To the audience, I will
Yeah, I
reconcile
forgot my
and,
sharpener.
and reap
That's
what
what
I sow later.
You promised.
I know. I broke that promise immediately.
It's like that time my guys brought me to a boss fight and told me, stand in the puddle, you'll be fine, you won't die to Terra Flare. We'll protect you with all these buffs, and I died to Terra Flare.
I'm sure they were laughing the whole time.
No, I did the math. Apparently I was supposed to have 100% damage mitigation. I died!
Good haul, guys. Good haul.